Greetings, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to my channel, where I bring you the most captivating tales from the history of the past. Today, we delve into an epic clash of ancient powers, the Battle of Laconia, where the mighty Roman Republic clashed with the formidable ruler Nabis. So grab your swords and shields, and let's transport ourselves to ancient times. It's the year 190 to BC, and the mighty Roman Republic casts its gaze upon the tumultuous region of Laconia in ancient Greece. Nabis, a self-proclaimed ruler, has been causing unrest and seeking to expand his influence. Nabis, a cunning leader and former Spartan mercenary, has provoked the ire of Rome, leading to an intense confrontation that will shape the fate of Laconia. Our journey begins in the illustrious halls of the Roman Senate, where the news of Nabis' actions has reached the ears of the influential leaders. A tense discussion unfolds among senators, debating the course of action against Nabis. Some of them told that we cannot allow this rogue ruler to disrupt the balance of power in Greece. Rome must intervene and restore order. We shall assemble a formidable force to confront Nabis and bring him to heel. As Rome prepares to march against Nabis, legions are mustered and battle plans are devised. The Romans are known for their discipline and military might. The Roman legions, renowned for their formidable organization, are readying themselves for a campaign that will test their mettle. Now, we find ourselves on the outskirts of Sparta, where the Roman legions face off against Nabis' forces. The clash of ancient titans is about to commence. Nabis, with his cunning and determination, stands as the last line of defense against the advancing Roman legions. The battle erupts in a cacophony of clashing swords and thundering war cries. The Romans, driven by their martial prowess, employ their well-honed strategies against Nabis' forces. The battle is fierce, with lives hanging in the balance. Each side fights tooth and nail, determined to claim victory and shape the destiny of Laconia. Coalition commander shouted. Soldiers of the coalition, this is our moment to stand united and defend our land against the tyranny of Nabis. Prepare to unleash the fury of justice upon them. The coalition soldiers, armed with swords, shields, and bows, raised their weapons and let out a resounding battle cry. The coalition archers release a volley of arrows into the air, darkening the sky. Nabis' soldiers fall, but they press forward relentlessly, undeterred by the rain of death. The coalition warriors showcase their agility and skill, parrying the heavy blows of the Nabis soldiers. Swords clash, shields splinter, and blood stains the ground. Despite their bravery, the coalition forces are pushed back by the overwhelming numbers and brute strength of the Nabis Empire. As the coalition forces continue their desperate struggle, the Silent Hawks strike with precision and deadly speed. They unleash a barrage of arrows, taking down Nabis soldiers and causing chaos within their ranks. The coalition soldiers, inspired by this sudden change in momentum, rally and push forward, regaining lost ground. The battle takes on a new intensity as the scales begin to tip in favor of the coalition. The coalition forces unleash a final surge of determination, overwhelming the remaining Nabis troops. The battle becomes a relentless whirlwind of swords, arrows, and cries of triumph and anguish. Finally, the Nabis forces are forced to retreat, their morale shattered. The coalition soldiers cheer victoriously, knowing they have won a hard-fought battle. Nabis, seeing the inability to resist the too numerous army of Rome, decides to bring his units into Sparta and continue the battle already within the walls of the city, where a Spartan phalanx will be a chance for victory. The assault turned out to be too unfavorable for the Romans, since their allies in the person of Pergamum and Rhodes could not be kept on the chain, breaking away from their positions and arbitrarily subjecting the city to storm. However, they were quickly thrown back by the Spartan phalanxes. At the same time, the Roman army continued a circular siege of the city. Along the way, they ruined the countryside of Sparta. In one moment, the patience of Rome ran out of everything, and their entire army went from all sides to Sparta, unleashing a terrible massacre. We must pay tribute to Pergamum because they succeeded in creating gaps in the city and wearing down the advanced units of the Spartans, but their attempts to take the city by storm ended in failure. Thousands of Pergamum warriors died on one side, and the losses of the Spartans can be counted on the fingers. But thanks to a daring attack, the Greco-Roman legate manages to send Roman units deep into the city through breaking through the breaches in the walls. The path for the Romans through the streets of the city became extremely dangerous. One of the generals of Nabis set up a strong fire, making it difficult for the Romans to advance deep into the city. The Roman army was forced to retreat as the Spartan units were tied up in battle in almost all streets, cutting off the army from leaving the city. After a long siege, having exhausted the supplies of the Spartans, Nabis reluctantly makes peace, but the layer of the Masters' Union and Rome, dooming himself to eternal obedience to Rome. With the defeat of Nabis, Rome asserts its authority and brings stability to Laconia. The battle marks a turning point in history, where Rome's power becomes even more formidable. And there you have it, the dramatic tale of the Battle of Laconia, where Rome clashed with Nabis for supremacy. Join my channel next time and you uncover more fascinating stories from history. Until then, remember to keep exploring and learning. See you soon!